Hi there and welcome back to Troubleshooting, and in this video a boat entertainment system which for many years since we rewired the boat was this, which is essentially a car stereo Tevion. I think that is Aldi's own brand special offer thing, and it's worked absolutely fine, as I say, for 10 years, but recently it started saying no disc. Now we open, it's got a removable front, just use a memory card which goes, take that out, goes in there, and we just have a bunch of songs on it and it plays them back in a random order, and that does us a bit of entertainment. We just want a bit of background music really. But it will take a CD, but we've never actually put a CD in it, which is unfortunate because it started every so often going beep, stopping playing and saying no disc, even though we've never played a CD in it. And to be honest, I've got things I'd rather be doing than try and find out what's wrong with it. We may hack into it, or I may just chuck it, I'm afraid. And we want some entertainment on the boat anyway, so I replace that with an eBay Best Buy. There are a few of these available on eBay, and I've managed to crack the screen already, such as it is. So I plumbed it all in and put a memory card in there. It takes a micro SD, and something was not right, something was not happening, it was freezing up, so I am gonna, in this video, see if I can get that to work. So it takes a standard whatever they are, ISO plugs and sockets to supply the power and the speaker, and fortunately it's already plumbed in on the boat for that, so I just have to plug the plugs in. And it came with a bunch of, it came with an adapter to that sort, which the other one is, and it came with, that's the plug for the speakers. I'm not going to bother wiring up speakers. And this is the power connector, which I just put bullets on. The yellow is the straight to the battery connector, and the red is the ignition connector. And interestingly, I know by the thicker wire they're expecting the power to come from the straight from the battery connector, which is not how I've wired it up on the boat. Anyway, the black is the ground connector. We've got some bullets. We've got 12 volts, and that goes in the bottom there, like that. Yep. And here is 12 volts from our trusty 10-mile power supply. And it's a dim day in November, so I can actually see the display on it. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. So let's put that up that way and power it up. There we go. It's drawing 60 milliamps and it's come on, and that's the clock. I'm going to have to set it at some point. Okay, sussed it. That's off, and it just displays the clocking off and draws 60 milliamps, so that's a bit worrying as to whether it's going to flatten the batteries on the boat. Anyway, so you turn on, it's now on, it says hi, that apparently is. Hi to you, my friend, and that's Bluetooth mode, that's aux mode, that's tuner mode. Okay, so it's in off mode. Try and work one-handed here. Gosh! Right. So this is an micro SD card in there with about 6 gigabytes or so of music on it. just a selection of tunes arranged into just in the bass folder. We might end up having a look at that. So if I were to, is it going that way or is it going upside? It goes in upside down. Okay, so it's now saying hi. And it says SD there, so if we around here, Bluetooth, aux, SD. Okay, so an old memory stick, don't know where this came from, put some tracks on it. So shall we see if this is going to give us anything. Right, we plug it in, it turns itself on, saying hi, it says USB, and the USB is flashing here. Oh, and it's playing it. So, I did look at the manual and it says here, in playback mode, press minus to play pause, but it didn't actually say a lot on the forward and backward are labelled but not the play, and that one, the plus, goes between int DRM1 repeat on dir or loop. What happens if I press that? Int random 1 dir, yeah, that works. Pause, run. Okay, so I think we can say we are playing the USB memory stick. Okay, so why is it not playing our memory card? Well, is it right format for a start? I don't see where it shouldn't be. It does say somewhere that the file system should be FAT32, so I guess that's a thing to check. Well, I think what we'll do is I'll find another micro SD card, put a few songs on. Maybe it doesn't like too many songs on. Anyway, I will do that, make sure it's FAT32 and try that. Okay, so if I power off, good. Okay, so we have another SD card, a different one, and we will check that is formatted to FAT32, which it is, and we open it up and it's got 24 songs on it. So we'll see if that one works in the SD card slot on our stereo. Okay, so it's still in the adapter, so we shall pull this out of here, tip this on end again, it goes in upside down as I recall, push her in, nope, push her in, says hi. Right, says SD is in, so if we go to SD mode, that is working. So yeah, that is playing, I'm assuming. I ought to connect a speaker of some sort up, I suppose, just to check it is actually happening. So, should we try and put all our songs on this SD card and see if it's the number of songs that it's objecting to? Okay, so this is the same SD card which worked a minute ago with a few files on it, now has 1574 files on it, all in the root directory. So let us plant that in there and see if, come on, Click. There we go. It's working. Paused. Into directory mode, which we would want. 2, 3, 4. And we go backwards and 1 back to 100. 157. Does that mean he won't play more than 157? Huh. Well, we shall see. 1. Okay, so that appears to be working. So the next thing, I'm going to take it down to the boat, because we're at the boat this weekend, and try it out. And after that, the next thing is to see whether, why or for what reason this guy is not working. Okay, so here we have the original micro SD card that I tried on the boat and didn't work. It says Hewlett-Packard on it, and given my recent experience with memory sticks, I'm starting to believe that it might not actually be Hewlett-Packard. So let us try this one, because we know this one works. So let's grab that out, and these going upside down just to confuse us. So it says hi. Okay, it says SD there, it thinks there's an SD card in, so if we go through to the SD card here, it jumps back to tune. It's not having it. So what we're going to do finally is just try reformatting and re-putting the data on that SD card, and we will see if it works then, or there is something dodgy with this SD card, which I'm sort of kind of thinking there might be. Okay. Okay, so this is the little guy we're trying to get to work. So we will first format FAT32 32 kilobytes. Should we call it something? HP music. Don't know whether that makes any difference. Quick format. Go. Yep. Shouldn't take long. Format complete. Right, we will now copy all the songs back onto it. From here, copy, paste. Gonna do it? Yep. And that will take a few minutes. So when that's finished, we will try it again in the player, stereo, whatever. Okay, so here it is, reformatted with the read data recopied onto it. So let's shove it in and see what happens. Come on. Yep. Well, it's done the same thing. I think if I go to SD, yes? Ah. No, it hasn't jumped back to tuner, so if I press play, no, that's not play. But those aren't doing anything. What do you reckon? Now we're frozen up. So if I... Come on. Take it out again, it's still frozen. Oh no, it's gone back to tuning, it's happy now. So, I suspect there is something amiss with that this doesn't like, even though the PC seems to be quite happy reading and writing to it. So shall we grab the other one? Come on. Gotcha. SD, there we go, and it's off, it's playing it. And if I go to track 2, and yeah, she's good. Okay, so that's what's going down to the boat, and why it doesn't like this particular SD card, apart from the fact it's probably dodgy, not Hewlett Packard as it claims. I don't know. So there it is, working away, and I've turned the volume down just so as not to upset YouTube's copyright policing algorithms. And I know the mounting is a complete horrible hack. That's because I'm still not sure I actually want it up in that corner by the roof. That's the seat and that's the roof. So if I do keep it there, I'll redo that, but I might put it in the wall between the speakers. That's the bathroom behind there, so just put a little box out into the bathroom at the back of it, because it's a lot less deep than the CD one was. Right, so that's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed this little foray into memory cards and cheap car stereos. So I'll see you on the next one, and for now it's goodbye from Triplicate. Goodbye.